In this video, I will show you how to calculate probability using a two-way table like this one. So in the case of this table, an insurance company has analyzed driver data in a particular city to find a relationship between the age of the driver and the number of car accidents in a year. So we have the driver age broken down into these three ranges, and then across the top, the first column is people who had no accidents, the middle column represents people who had one accident, and the final column is people who had more than one accident. Okay, so in this particular set of data, the grand total of people analyzed was 841. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's do some probability. What is the probability that a randomly selected person is over 40 years old? Let's see. I'm going to need some letters and things, or do I? Okay, probability that a person is over 40. So I'm just going to say that we're calculating the probability of greater than 40. Now, look, anytime we do probability, we're going to do target over total. That's what probability is. So in this case, the target is the number of people over 40. So let's see, people over 40, they've added this up for us. That's 517 people were over 40. The total, everyone surveyed, that was 841 people. So target over total, 517 over 841. That's the probability of picking someone over 40. All right, they won't always be that easy. For a person in the age group of 16 to 25, what is the probability of having no accidents this year? So they're telling us that we're only looking at the age group 16 to 25. So we can really forget about the rest of this data. All right, so we're just concentrating on 16 to 25. So now, what's the probability of having no accidents? All right, so the probability of, let's see, accidents. I'll put a line through it. All right, the probability of no accidents. So target over total. All right, we're only talking about the age group 16 to 25. So the total is going to be 131 people. All right, there's 131 people in this age group. Now, out of that number, what's the probability of having 0 accidents? Okay, so there are 80 people that had no accidents in this age group. So that's the target. So 80 out of 131, that's the probability. Okay, given a person in the age group above 40, what is the probability of having more than one accident? Okay, that's a weird way of phrasing it. They normally say, what's the probability of having more than one accident? Okay, more than one. And then they'll say, given that the person is above 40. That's the way they would normally say it. But either way, you start with what is given, and you ignore everything else. So given a person in the age group above 40. So that means, well, let me erase these lines first. All right, we're given a person above 40. So that means we're only going to be looking at this age group. And we can really forget about everything else. So I'm just going to cross out all of these numbers. So it's time to do target over total for the probability. So target over total. All right, we have a new total because we're only looking at the age group above 40. So that total is going to be 517. Now the target, we're trying to find the probability of having more than one accident. This is the target, more than one accident. Okay, but so in this age group, these are the people who have more than one accident. Okay, you see it right here. So that's 41 people. So that's the target, so that's why it's going to be 41 out of 517. That's the probability. Okay, a person in the age group of 26 to 40 is chosen at random. Now, what is the probability that this person will have more than one accident this year? Again, they're not saying the word given, but they are telling us that, in fact, we already know that a person is going to be chosen from the age group 26 to 40. So that means that we can ignore the other age groups. All right, we are only dealing with this age group. So now, what is the probability that the person will have more than one accident? So this is the number that represents more than one accident. But for probability, we need to do target over total. Okay, the total is this whole age group, which is 193. The target is people that have more than one accident. That's 21 people. All right, so this is the probability. Okay, what's the probability of having one accident given that you are over 40? So this little bar right here should be read given. And whenever you have a given problem, you start with the given and you cross out everything else. So the given is that we are over 40. All right, or the given is that we're talking about people over 40. So we're given this group, and we need to cross out everything else so we can forget about all of these guys. So you know we're going to do target over total, because that's how you always do probability. But there will be a new total because we crossed a bunch of stuff out because of the given. So the new total is 517. All right, now the target is what we're trying to find the probability of. We're supposed to find the probability of one accident, so that's the target. So out of this age group, where are the people that have one accident? That's this right here, all right, one accident. That's 73 people. So there's the probability, 73 out of 517. Okay, how about the probability of a person being over 40 given that they have one accident? All right, so again, we're indirectly, okay, this line means given. And the way we do it is we start with the given and we throw away everything else. So the given is one accident. Okay, one accident. So This is the given. And we need to throw out everything else. Okay, so we're going to throw out this data and this data. Okay, now what are we supposed to find the probability of? We're supposed to find the probability of being over 40. So we are going to do target over total. Let's start with the new total. After throwing out a bunch of stuff, we're only dealing with these. There's 141 people who had one accident. So that's the new total is 141. All right, now the target is being over 40. That's what we're trying to find the probability of, over 40. So see over 40, these are the over 40 people, 73 of those. That's why the probability is 73 over 141. Now, remember that this symbol means and we are looking for the overlap. All right, anytime you see the and symbol, you are looking for the overlap between these two sets. So my strategy will be to color one set in yellow. You know what would be fun? I'll go like this. I'll cover one set in yellow, and I'll color the other set in blue. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? The overlap is going to be green. So let's go up and highlight the over 40 part in yellow. So over 40 will be these numbers right here. Okay, now we're supposed to highlight the one accident group in blue. Okay, so these are the one accident numbers right here. And of course, again, the overlap will be green, and that's the number we're looking for. So that's why we're looking at 73. So target over total. The target is the 73, and the total is the grand total of 841. The only time that will change is when we have a given problem, like the last one when we had given, and that's why the total changed. But this is not a given problem, so it'll be the whole 841.